Hello, assalamu alaikum. We're just about to start in 2 minutes. Before we start, before I say welcome to any of you all, can I please remind you once again, we are in the middle of a pandemic. Please put on your masks. Try and maintain social distancing. It's a bit difficult in this room, I understand. That's why I will encourage you guys to put your masks on. And try and wash your hands as often as you can, guys. Welcome to DYS 2021. I'm very excited to come back to Peshawar to host this. But before we start the conference, let us start with the recitation from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, to kick off the KPIS opening, can I please have on stage Mr. Asim Ishaq. Mr. Asim Ishaq is the director at Peshawar National Incubation Center. He is part of forming digital strategy and transformation and planning in the country. He has been really, really important for the digital movement here. Can I please have him on stage? Thank you.
I think it's different.
Ladies and gentlemen, how can we have a tech conference without some technical difficulties? We're just getting back with things in 2 seconds. Thank you for putting up with us, and thank you for being here, guys. Good afternoon once again.
Is this on? Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Neda. I welcome you all to this amazing event of the first ever Investor Summit for the province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So, I don't know, this is not working. Technical glitches, guys, yeah. My name is Asim Ishaq and I'm the Project Director for National Incubation Center, Peshawar. The National Incubation Center is an Ignite-funded project which is operated on a public-private partnership. NIC Peshawar is operated by LMKT, and it has been playing an integral role in uplifting and streamlining the startup ecosystem, not just in this province, but as well as the rest of the country. So, what's the vision behind this Investor Summit? The vision behind this Investor Summit is that for the last few years, we've been trying and mentoring startups. We've been trying to produce quality startups. And these startups, due to lack of financial opportunities, have not been able to scale. So we're using this platform, this amazing platform of the Digital Youth Summit, to showcase some of our finest startups, to tell the world that we're open for business, and to tell the world that KP is changing. So I'll just give you a snapshot of what the province looked like. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is a big province. It has a huge population, and with the recent merger of the erstwhile FATA, it has also geographically expanded. With a population of 35.5 million, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is bigger in size in terms of population of other thriving economies such as Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, Australia, and 150 other countries. This in turn means a larger serviceable market and greater opportunities. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa also has a significant youth bulge. More than 50% of our population is under the age of 30. And surprisingly, the median age bracket for this youth population is Gen Z, which means more tech-savvy youth generation, which is more ambitious, ready to take on, ready to become a part of an extremely efficient workforce. We've got 33 universities across this province, and you'll be surprised to know that out of the 10 top tech universities in Pakistan, 3 universities are located in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. These universities produce 14,000 graduates annually. And recently, because of COVID, while the rest of the world was shutting down, KP was opening up. They capitalized on opportunities, and they actually made a leap bound towards digitization. Internet penetration increased, smartphone adoption increased, and it's a whole new world now. The provincial government and the federal government and other stakeholders and players, the development sector partners like the World Bank and the Multi-Donor Trust Fund, has been investing heavily in this province. With their help, they've launched different digital skills program. And as of today, we've got 15,000 digitally enabled, digitally skilled youth from basic digital literacy to an advanced digital skill set, ready to join and formalize into either a tech company or a startup. But due to lack of opportunity, they've turned and they're now considering and using freelancing as a platform to earn. Another surprising fact for the population of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is that we're very hands-on with languages. We're gifted naturally, and 1 in 4 residents of KP know 3 or more languages. So that's an amazing fact, and that puts us at an advantage to communicate with the rest of the world. So this province has been facing a lot of political instability, and there's been lack of opportunity. But during the last few years, all the stakeholders have been putting their heads together, and they've been thinking and strategically planning to put something for this province and to actually make digital the mainstream avenue of revenue generation. With 17 key incubator and accelerator programs and 2 dedicated IT parks, several co-working spaces, and an innovatively designed incentivized BPO-ready program, and a vision for technology zones, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is making a screaming statement that we're ready for pursuing digital as our main source of income. You'll also be surprised to know that 33% founders coming out of the KP startup ecosystem comprise of female entrepreneurs, which, if I compare with even developed economies, is a staggering number. This shows you a progressive this shows you a progressive economy, progressive people, and an open mindset. And probably before you guys came to Peshawar, some of you are traveling out of Peshawar, may have preconceived Peshawar to be something else and not very progressive, but seeing this, I think it would change your perspective about the province. So what was the main challenge that our startups faced in the recent years? It was, like I've been mentioning before, it was a lack of access to financing. There have been efforts by development sector partners and the government entities, but private players have also been investing, but private VCs to come and invest into startups to help them scale, that compared to the rest of the country has been very little. So what happened was that to mitigate the risks associated with pursuing entrepreneurship as a career, the KPIT board introduced a very innovative way of stipend-based, complemented by a seed fund model. And that actually triggered more and more startups coming into this ecosystem. As of today, annually, this ecosystem is producing 200, 250 plus startups. Our amazing advisory board also came together and set up the first privately established KP startup fund. Starting with a PKR 10 million, it's Sharia compliant and easily accessible to startups who need quick cash for their business needs. And finally, I'll talk about the fund that the KP government is setting up with the help of MDTF and the World Bank, $500,000 for the upcoming 1 year. I think that's a great achievement, and I think it's on a matching grant basis, which basically incentivizes us for investors and VCs to come and match with the KP government and invest in the startup ecosystem. In a snapshot, I just want to give a comparison of what has been happening in the Pakistani startup ecosystem and compare it with the KP ecosystem. So as you can see, in Pakistan, the leading startups are coming out of e-commerce, followed by health tech, education, transportation, and fintech. Similarly, in KP, if you look at the numbers, we've got a majority of chunk startup coming in the e-commerce space, then in edtech, health tech, transport, and mobility and tourism. A snapshot of the investments that has been recently happening in the Pakistani startup ecosystem. Surprisingly, you would see that compared to the last 4 years, we've seen close to $300 million just coming in the first 3 quarters of 2021. And I think this makes a perfect case to mainstream KP startups and make them a part of this investment frenzy that has been going on in this country. With this, I would like to thank you all and appreciate you being here and supporting this cause. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Asim. Next, may I please invite Mr. Atif Rais Khan, who is the co-founder of LMKR as well as the chairman. He also is the co-founder and chairman of the LMKT group. He's a majority stakeholder and chairperson of Starcom Private Limited. Please give him a round of applause.
Wow. Good show, Asim. Before we start, I'd like to welcome all of you on behalf of LMKR Group. This doesn't happen without passion. And Asim has been at it for quite a few months. And he has been working, his team, Bilal and rest of the team has been at it to make this happen. So let's give him a big round of hand. Another passionate leader I have in the province is Abdul Nasser, who works behind the scenes, and he's responsible for running the transportation, the BRT here. So I think, yeah. Are you here? Maybe not, okay. Yeah, there you are. Thank you. So I would like to just share a little experience we have had in the province and relate that to what's happening right now. We started our journey in KP about 10 years back, starting with in getting involved in some government IT projects, which enabled the automation of some of the provincial governments, that leading into the energy side of the things, moving into tourism, helping them develop the website for tourism, and then that leading into the incubation center and finally into transportation. I think today we have created about 5,000 odd jobs in the province. We have about direct, indirect 2,000 people working in the province, and this has become the largest portfolio for the group. And I see nothing but progress in the coming days. The reason this is happening is, as I said, because there are passionate people here, there are hardworking people here, the expansion of the FATA areas into the province, and the overall international scenarios which is changing, which I feel that the Central Asian republics, which will eventually do trade with the rest of the world, will all flow through Peshawar. But the best part is when you're able to make a difference in the day-to-day life of a common person is what makes me personally happy. And I strongly urge all of you to go and travel on the bus here. If you really want to see Peshawar, an hour's journey around Peshawar would make you feel that how warm the city is, how vibrant it is, and how historical it is. I think it's important to realize that the world came to a stagnant halt 2 years back. At that juncture, I used to think that Pakistan is left far behind, at least 2 decades, if nothing else. I think COVID has given us an opportunity to catch up with the world, use the technology, and kind of try to actually do a leapfrog into the game. I'm very hopeful as an entrepreneur, as a business, and my advice to all the budding entrepreneurs is that we were once a startup also a couple of decades back, and we became a global company by sheer persistence and patience and hard work. So don't lose your integrity, keep that on. And I think there is nothing but success waiting for all of you guys. I welcome all the investors. Do look at it carefully. Welcome once again on behalf of the LMKR Group. I thank the World Bank dearly for funding this event. I also thank the KTIB for KPIT board for being active part in this conference. And obviously not forgetting the provincial government. Without their support, nothing would have happened. You'll find them very cooperative and always available to help you. So thank you and enjoy the conference, and I look forward to being part of it.
Thank you, Mr. Atif. We've heard so much about the startups from KP, so how about we take a look at some of them? Before we get into the presentations, I must remind you that there is no time for question and answers. If any investor or otherwise is interested in talking to the people pitching, they will be about 15-20 minutes after, in fact half an hour after the pitches are done, for some networking and for some questions. With that, can I please invite the first startup on stage to give us their pitch. Let me get on stage, Sidetrack. Ladies and gentlemen, what can I tell you? We have some more technical glitches with the clicker, but we should be on track in the next 2 minutes or so. And here we go. Over to you, Soundtrack.
I don't think it's yes, it's बिल्कुल
As the things are getting figured out, we can all read what SciTrack is about, and I think he will be able to explain it to us in a minute. It is an emerging e-commerce platform in Pakistan. It deals with a lot of things like books, electronics, household agriculture, etc. And I'm sure we'll learn more about it now.
Is it working now? I'll start over. Hello. Yes. Hello and Assalamu alaikum. A couple of years ago, I started as a bookwala in the city of Peshawar, and today I am the founder of a nationwide e-commerce platform named sidrack.com. Sidrack.com is a premium e-commerce platform working across the country, and we deal in numerous products like books, electronics, sports goods, accessories, gadgets, agriculture products, and you just name it. We are trying to address almost the complete market of the e-commerce industry in the country, and we have some unique categories like agriculture products, like adventure products, which help us stand out in the crowd. Here are some important facts about sidrack.com, which makes it one of the first e-commerce platform in Pakistan which have started from the city of Peshawar, Khyber, Pakhtunkhwa. We have generated revenue of $64,000 till date. We have a number of 20,000 plus orders till date. We have 100,000 plus SKUs and online products live on our website. We have offices in 5 major cities of Pakistan: Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad, Peshawar, and we have warehouses in 3 major cities of Pakistan. And we have employees of around 15 to 20 permanent employees, and we have part-time and contract-based employees of around 50 around the country. As far as the problem is concerned, you would have gone through the trauma of online shopping in Pakistan. When you see a product well decorated and presented on an online store and you order it, and the moment that product reaches your hand, you are disappointed because that product is not what actually was presented on that website. So ladies and gentlemen, we, sidrack.com, are addressing the issue of trust in the Pakistani e-commerce market, and we believe that the issue of trust is the game changer. The e-commerce platforms who work seriously on the issue of trust are going to excel in the Pakistani e-commerce market, and they are going to be the leading e-commerce platforms in the future. So the solutions for that are some unique features which we have currently working on our website. We have on-demand product verification on our website. It works like if you order a product on our website online and you ask us to send us a live video of the product inside and out. Let's suppose it's a refrigerator, and you want to see it inside and out. We will send you a live video through WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever suits you. You can check it, and after that you can confirm your order. We have a 100% cashback guarantee with no questions asked and no time limit. We have efficient delivery service with our own couriers in Peshawar and Lahore, and we have friendly customer care services, and they are operational on calls, WhatsApp, and all of the communication ways today. As far as the traction is concerned, we were at 0 when we started. There were 0 visitors on our website on the first day, and today we have around 1,500 daily organic visitors on our website. The revenue is already mentioned in the beginning, but this is the traction of our revenue. We are progressing each and every day. The spike which you see on the slide is because of the dramatic increase in sales online in the first lockdown of COVID-19 pandemic, which proves that that online stores have a potential in situations like pandemic when the rest of the businesses were going down. Online stores were flourishing and they were grabbing the rest of the market. So we have an opportunity in the times of pandemics and different situations. Here are some customer reviews and obviously some good ones. And here is our social media presence. This is our team. I'm the founder and we have 2 other co-founders, and they have their own designations. So finally, I'm here to ask for $47,000 in return of 10% of equity, out of which 30% will go in technology, 30% will go in marketing, 25% will go in purchasing hot selling items, and we will sell it on our platform, and 15% will go in the admin expenses. And I would like to mention that we have already invested more than this in our startup till date, so we are already going forward. If you want to join our ship, please join in. Thank you so much. This is Hassan Bashir, founder, sidrack.com.
Thank you, Hassan. Now after Sidetrack, can I please call Couple Bazaar on stage to give a presentation about their startup? Can you please give them a round of applause, guys? They're coming to present. It's hard work, guys. Come on.
Hello. अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम आसिफ अली खान है और मैं खपुल बाज़ार का को फाउंडर हूँ। खपुल बाज़ार एक ई कॉमर्स प्लेटफॉर्म है जहाँ से रिटेलर्स अपनी ज़रूरियात के मुताबिक सामान परचेज कर सकते हैं और फिर हम नेक्स्ट डे फ्री डिलीवरी करते हैं। खपुल बाज़ार हमने कैसे स्टार्ट किया, मेरे कुछ फैमिली मेंबर्स के रिटेल शॉप्स हैं। जब मैंने उनको देखा कि वो लोग परचेजिंग में बहुत ज़्यादा मसाइल का सामना कर रहे हैं, तो हमने डिसाइड किया कि क्यों ना एक सर्वे किया जाए और तमाम रिटेलर्स के मसाइल मालूम किए जाए। तो हमने देखे कि तकरीबन सब दुकानदारों के मसाइल जो है वो एक जैसे हैं। जब परचेजिंग के लिए जाते हैं मार्केट तो वो दुकान बंद करते हैं या फिर एक एक्स्ट्रा बंदा रखा होता है जो वो परचेजिंग करता है। उसके साथ उनको रश का सामना करना पड़ता है, मार्केट रिसर्च करनी पड़ती है और वापसी पे फिर डिलीवरी चार्जेस उनको पड़ते हैं। ऑलरेडी जो सॉल्यूशंस प्रोवाइड करते हैं ताजर है, रिटेलो है और बाजार है, पर इन लोग मसला यह है कि ये लोग केपी में ऑपरेशंस प्रोवाइड नहीं कर रहे हैं। इनकी फोकस जो है वो बड़ी सिटी है, पेशावर जैसे सिटी है, और इनके जो यूएक्स है वो लोकल लोगों के हिसाब से बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल है। तो हमारी सॉल्यूशन क्या है खपुल बाज़ार, हम ऑन डिमांड डिलीवरी मोबाइल ऐप और वेबसाइट के थ्रू प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं। हमारी कल्चर यूएक्स जो है वो कल्चरी डिज़ाइन हुआ है और इसके अलावा हमारे पास तमाम पॉपुलर ब्रांड्स वेबसाइट पे अवेलेबल है। और कस्टमर ज़हीर और शहजाद दो भाई हैं जो 7:30 बजे से लेके 11 बजे रात के 11 बजे तक अपनी दुकान चलाते हैं। उनकी टोटल पर डे सेल जो है वो 20,000 है और 2200 रुपये तक वो पर डे कमाते हैं। उनकी जिम्मेदारी एक भाई की भी है जो बीमार है और ये लोग दूसरे काम भी इसके साथ करते हैं। परचेजिंग के लिए जब ये जाते हैं तो वो दुकान बंद कर लेते हैं। यूज केस, सबसे पहले लॉगिन होना पड़ेगा, ऑर्डर देना पड़ेगा, उसके बाद खपुल बाज़ार की तरफ से एक कंफर्मेशन कॉल आती है। कंफर्मेशन के बाद हमारा डिलीवरी बॉय सामान डिलीवर करता है और कैश वसूल करता है। हमारी फोकस वो एरियाज है जो अर्बन स्टार्टअप्स की फोकस नहीं है। हमारी जो डिज़ाइनिंग है वो लोकल लोगों के हिसाब से किए हैं, उनके प्रॉब्लम्स को हमने अंडरस्टैंड किए हैं, उनकी कल्चर को हमने अंडरस्टैंड की है। उसके साथ हम सिर्फ कस्टमर इंक्रीज नहीं कर रहे हैं बल्कि ऐसे बिलीवर क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, एक ऐसी फोर्स क्रिएट कर रहे हैं जो टेक्नोलॉजी रिवोल्यूशन पे यकीन रखते हैं। हमारी जो मार्केट साइज है वो, हमारी जो सोम है वो 106 के है, सेम हमारी 68 मिलियन है और टेम जो है वो 1.14 बिलियन है। मैट्रिक्स इन बनो, हमारी पेइंग कस्टमर जो है वो 150 है, मार्जिन जो है वो 8% है, रिवेन्यू जो अभी तक हमने जनरेट किए हैं वो 10.2 मिलियन है, पर मंथ हमारी 850 के है, 68,000 हमारी एवरेज पर यूज़र है और 40 न्यू ईयर्स हम अपने सिस्टम में एंटर कर रहे हैं। हम दो को फाउंडर हैं, मेरा नाम आसिफ अली खान है और मुझे 6 साल एज ए गवर्नमेंट कॉन्ट्रैक्टर एक्सपीरियंस है और मेरा जो को फाउंडर है नौशेर अली खान, उनको 20 ईयर्स डिफरेंट बिजनेसेस मैनेज करने की एक्सपीरियंस है। रोड मैप, हमारी जो रोड मैप है वो 4th क्वार्टर ऑफ 2021 में हम टेक्नोलॉजी फाइनलाइज करेंगे जो उनमें चेंज करेंगे। उसके साथ 1st क्वार्टर ऑफ 2022 में हम पेशावर में ऑपरेशन स्टार्ट करेंगे। 2nd क्वार्टर में हमारी 400 पेइंग कस्टमर टारगेट है। थर्ड में हमारी 1000 है, और फर्स्ट क्वार्टर ऑफ 2023 में हमारी 3000 कस्टमर टारगेट है, और सेकेंड क्वार्टर में हम चरसदा, मर्दान और स्वात में फिर एक्सपेंशन करेंगे। इस एक्सपेंशन के लिए हमें 267 के इन्वेस्टमेंट की ज़रूरत है। इसके साथ हमें चीपर कस्टमर एक्विजिशन में हेल्प चाहिए, बड़े बड़े मैन्युफैक्चरर के साथ कनेक्ट करने में हेल्प चाहिए, और बाय नाउ पे लेटर्स मॉडल तैयार करने में हमें हेल्प चाहिए। हम जो इन्वेस्टमेंट रेस करेंगे उसको 39% जो है वो ऑपरेशंस में यूज करेंगे, 60% स्टॉक में यूज करेंगे, 1.9% कस्टमर एक्विजिशन में यूज करेंगे, और 3.2% टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलपमेंट में यूज करेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, Kapil Bazaar. Before I call our next pitch online, on the stage, can I please remind our participants to leave their mobile phones when they get up because it interferes with our mic. Next on stage, can I please call Ultimate Outdoors, who are giving you tech solutions for all your outdoorsy needs. Can we please have Mr. Azaz from Ultimate Outdoors?
Assalamu alaikum and hello. I'm Azaz, founder of Ultimate Outdoors. And we are in the business of making gear for adventurers, whether trackers, mountaineers, or hunters. And hence, we call ourselves to be an authentic adventure apparel company in Pakistan. Personally, I've been using adventure gear for good 20 years now. Ever since attaining the age of reason, I've been traversing these mountains and forests of northern Pakistan. And hence, I know for good how important is your gear when it comes to spending time out on the mercy of nature. Let me tell you, the wrong selection of your gear and your adventure turns into a nightmare in no time. Appropriate selection of gear and you have a reason to move on. You have a reason to get closer to your goal. In Pakistan, adventure and outdoor sports is a $16 million market, which at an annual growth rate of 7.3% is expected to hit a mark of 21 million by 2025, thereby strongly suggesting there is opportunity, there is room for business. However, the problem comes when adventure enthusiasts in Pakistan go out to buy adventure gear for themselves, and they have no other place to go but to resort to either flea markets or to look for gear in online markets of international brands. In essence, the two extremes far apart. In which case, the earlier market being cheap and accessible, yet we all know you need to be super lucky to find something that is that properly fits you, that is durable enough not to compromise your adventure and for that matter your life, and is relevant to your athletic objectives. The later market brings along brand new gear that is highly durable, yet it comes with a high price tag. It has payment gateway issues. And above all, it takes about 3 to 6 weeks for the merchandise to reach you. Not a good idea if you planned your adventure in a month's time. And that's where we spotted the vacuum and positioned ourselves right in the middle of these two extremes. And hence, to the outdoor enthusiasts of Pakistan, we offered adventure gear which is brand new, which is reasonably priced. It comes in multiple sizes and color variations and is highly durable, delivered within 48 hours nationwide, and above all, offers a 7 days, no questions asked, return and replacement policy. And so with this proposition, we started gaining traction, and that gave us more insight into who our customers really are. The psychographics of which suggested that our customers are mainly urban population with a demonstrated interest in outdoor activities. Of that urban population, we are currently targeting 8% of those falling in the bracket of 25 to 55 years of age. In our experience of 2 years, the customers that approached us so far consist of 86% of men and 14% of women. And these customers approached us from every corner of the country. For instance, Asif Bhatti from Islamabad looking for a pair of gaiters. Saeed from Swat looking for a rain jacket. Umair along with his team approached us from Karachi looking for trekking trousers. Noman Tiwana looking for hunting gear in Balochistan. Janzeb Khanzada looking for a shooting vest. And they all found something at Ultimate which otherwise they couldn't found in flea markets or for that matter in the online markets. And they all have some good words to share about our gear. And that's what they're precisely talking about. Tracking Tradition, our signature line of apparel for trackers and mountaineers in Pakistan. Hunting Heritage, as the name suggests, our signature line of apparel for hunters in Pakistan. In 2019, we started off with merely 7 products in hand. We made some progress, and currently, we offer 26 products to our customers, suggesting that our product development efforts yields at an average of 10 products per year. In 2019, we catered about 243 customers, rose to 335, and currently we expect to close this year at more than 500 customers being served. In terms of revenue, we made around $2,400 in our debut year, rose to $6,000 in 2020, and currently we expect to close this year at more than $10,000 in revenues. In terms of competition, we were not alone when we entered the market. Gown House was there for good 20 years, Ascender for 9 years, Shimshal for 5 years, and Dominance pretty much started off the same time when we launched. So this is a good, healthy competition out there. Though we started off as a clothing company in 2019, down the line 5 years, we would love to be known as not just a clothing company, but a complete adventure solution in Pakistan. And for that to happen, we need to drag in that exhaustive list of products, sourcing of which, apart from clothing in Pakistan, is a tall order. So we are really thinking about going into white labeling, going into OEM and ODM. And for that to happen, we are here to ask for about $140,000 at 10% equity. 60% of which is going into product development, 24% into marketing, and the rest of it going into operations and legal matters. Thank you, that would be all.
Thank you, Ultimate Outdoors. Next, from climbing mountains, we're coming to driving cars. Can I please have a representative of Motor Tech on stage? Thank you so much. All right, once again, the representative of Motor Tech, guys.
$310, ladies and gentlemen. That is the size of the market that we are going to talk about, specifically of used auto spare parts, or commonly known as Kabli parts. My name is Asfandyar Afridi, and I am the co-founder of Motor Tech, that is basically the enabler of digitization of these markets. Now, let us assume, you sir, you are a working class, right? So you are tight on your schedule. You have your car, and it's broken. So the first thing that happens is how to troubleshoot that problem. And if you have troubleshooted that problem, then the easy availability of the required auto part for that problem to diagnose. And even if the availability has been ensured, then the dealer's authenticity. And even if the dealer is authentic, then the price monopoly itself is a problem. And even if you, being a working class, go through all of this, the hassle of this whole process itself, that is a problem. So Motor Tech hops in by providing our end customers their required auto parts from the busy markets where you cannot afford to go at your doorstep. We've been, since 2018, in our 3-year journey, we have ensured our presence on social media. We have reached our end customers through the easiest possible mediums. Likewise, you can say Facebook. Likewise, you can say Instagram, WhatsApp. And apart from that, we offer a 24/7 customer support to our end customers in order to just strengthen our relationship with our recurring customers. And of course, no e-commerce is nothing without a strong logistic support. So we maintain a very healthy relationship with some of the top logistical companies. And during that whole process, we successfully made a chain of 75 plus vendors nationwide. And that happened in these 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. Our work process has been very generic so far. Our end customers reach us through the social media channels where the requirement has been procured by our vendors in the market, and after the given address by our end customers, it is dispatched on their desired given address, and the cash is being received via cash on delivery model. If you see our numbers, ladies and gentlemen, we started back in 2018 with only 50 customers. You can say friends and family. And we just had 5 vendors on board. And we generated like $3,700 in the beginning of our startup's year. And today, we stand with 2,500 plus recurring customers with 75 plus vendors from all over the nation, and a revenue number of 58,000 US dollars. And that has happened with 40% recurring or mostly paid customers. These are some of the real-time reviews, ladies and gentlemen. We maintain a very healthy competition with some of the top players from all over Pakistan, likewise Parkwheels, likewise OLX, likewise the Rise.pk. But what they don't offer is, Parkwheels will never give you a luxury of used auto parts. Apart from that, OLX will only connect the buyer with the seller. And apart from that, even the Raz will never own a money-back deal. So MotorTech gives you free of cost advisory. Like sometimes the customer हमें reach out करता है कि मेरा mechanic कह रहा है कि ये चीज़ मुझे change करनी है. So we are like, no, you don't have to change this. We are saving you money over here because we are technically sound as well in that. Apart from that, MotorTech owns the deal from the start to the end process and offers the new and the used auto parts at the customer's doorstep, which they all don't know. So we are looking forward to develop an end-to-end system that will give all of you an access to all of these markets while you are sitting in your comfort zones or in your office. And the roadmap includes, in the fourth quarter of 2021, the research of the user app, as well as we will be buying some inventory. Then, in the first quarter of 2022, we will be doing some prototyping of the user app, because we are talking about the user and the vendor. So now, the prototyping of the user app as well as a new marketing strategy for the in-house inventory. Then, in the second quarter, we will be launching the beta version of the user app. Then, in the third quarter, we will be doing the prototyping of the vendor's app. Then, in the fourth quarter, we will be launching the beta app as well as of the vendor app series, as well as the pre-launch marketing. And then, in the first quarter of 2023, we will be launching both of the apps. So what would be the impact of these? MotorTech is looking forward to do sales in masses, ladies and gentlemen. Till now, we've been doing sales on individual basis, on team basis. But after the launch of this app, that will connect the vendors and the users all on the same platform, we are looking forward at a sales number in masses. And apart from that, our vendors number will increase from 75 to 150 in the first year of the deployment of that app. Apart from that, a smart point of sale system for the vendors with their daily based problems, as well as an easy market accessibility for the customers. So somebody sitting in Peshawar will have an access to the Sher Shah in Karachi, while someone is sitting in Karachi will have an access to Peshawar's Shubha market. Our ask is 100,000 US dollars against 20% equity of our company, in which 40% of the budget will go in developing this end-to-end system. Apart from that, the 30% will go into in-house inventory, 20% will go into the marketing, 10% will go into the legal as well as the operations. Ladies and gentlemen, I myself am ex-alumni of Y Combinator's remote incubation program, as well as I have been an ex-incubator in Durshal Hub, as well as National Incubation Center Peshawar. And I have my business development officer Mr. Muiz, who happens to be the ex-incubatee from Dushal Hub Peshawar as well as National Incubation Center Peshawar, and Mr. Sajid Hassan Afridi, who is the co-founder of the Wakhana Pharmacy as well as the ex-director of Vertices Colleges Peshawar. That would be all.
Thank
ladies
you,
and
Ultimate
gentlemen.
Tech. I'm sorry that was all the time that we had, but thank you so much for sharing your pitch with us. Next, I personally get very excited when women in tech show up, and let me call a woman representative from the Uni Desk team to come and offer us her pitch. Please welcome her with a huge round of applause. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Karishma, and today I'm going to share the accomplishment and roadmap journey of Unidesk. If we come through a life in a flash, and before we knew that the childhood has been over, and the teenage just passed by you, and now we have our metric or intermediate results in our hands, we probably know 2 or 3 major fields, and we are stuck in deciding among those fancy names. We always hear about job crisis, PhD is going to fail, and waking up at 40 stuck at a job we hate. This is not a story, not an assumption. It's actually me when I was 18, an overwhelmed, overburdened student who was unable to decide that which path she should need to choose. In the midst of this chaos of indecisiveness, she missed one of her year and wasted 365 days of her career journey. In a country like Pakistan, where 90% of the students follow only 2 extreme fields, that is medicine and engineering, incidents like these are very common. In order to check the validity of our problem statement, we asked around 500 students and came across 3 major problems. They were not aware of the career prospects available in the market for them. They were unable to match the job dynamics with different careers. And the career counseling setups were missing from most of the schools and colleges. Even the career development centers of the universities are obsolete. It was of that necessity that Unidesk comes in handy. We at Unidesk aims to help the student who are striving for career decision as per their aptitude, interest, and job market realities. We connect students with the Pakistan best mentors, psychologists, and behavioral science experts who've been through the entire process of their career mapping and recommend them a detailed psychometric test. We save their time by connecting them with the right career. As per the market research is concerned, we have 50.6 million students in Pakistan, 1.75 million college students, 3.9 million high school students, and 1.7 undergrads. Unidesk is currently trying to cover 1.18 million students from KP, but the growth strategy says we're going to cover 50.6 million students from Pakistan. We have a lot of competitors in the market as well, but that does not really matter. What matters how we add value to our services. We are adding value to our aptitude test by connecting a student with the best psychologist over an online platform. We provide standardized career library regarding different careers on one single platform. We have access to marginalized areas. We are cost effective, and I can proudly say that we are the first career counseling platform from KP. Our business model seems to be validated. On one hand, we have direct customers who are giving us the consumers. On the other hand, we have universities, colleges, and schools. We work with around 15 colleges, 27 schools, and 7 universities so far, where we trained around 6,000 students, career guided 3,000 students, and generated 25+ jobs in the market. Based on which we generated a revenue of around $9,531 with a customer acquisition cost of 4.6 and 53% net profit margin, and we analyzed the customer lifetime value $88 on average. So, as per the research, an average student from a lower economic or average background spends $2 million on their education. We, Unidesk, are charging them $5.76 as an insurance amount on where they can spend that $2 million in order to get good job in the market, in order to get a skilled degree in the future. And the breakdown is different for different age group market, FSC, metric, and bachelor. A financial actual projection says we're going to achieve $0.5 million at this year 5 with a 93% net profit margin and 50% growth rate annually. So we are here to looking to raise $57,601, which is 10 million PKR, which will be utilized in the content and market automation. We are going to access new market. If we can spend 4.6 customer acquisition cost in order to get 500 users, we will be spending more on the customer acquisition cost to bring 50.6 million students all over Pakistan on our platform. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to achieve this $0.5 million at this year 5? Through experimentation, we finalize the channels and strategies that we are going to maintain a database of around 6,000 students on an online platform. We are going to look on the market penetration. We're adding new features to the existing business model. Along with that, we are also looking to double the users on yearly basis. The objective is to implement the concept of career counseling in every school, every college, and every university of Pakistan. These are some of the partners and clients that we have worked with. The team consists of 3 girls who believe education is an important sector. These are some of the advisory board who took time, who give time to the decision making of UniDesk. We have also won a lot of recognition nationally and internationally. We were the only startup that was selected from Pakistan to pitch at All Asia, China, Guangzhou, among 40 Asian Pacific countries. We won certain grants and competitions announced nationally as well. A very good friend of mine once said, for every dollar that is invested in the education of a sector, it generates into 18 and 19% of the economy of the growth. We believe UniDesk can do this, and we want everyone to join us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, UniDesk. That was very enlightening. Can I please now have the representative from ERISP to offer us his pitch?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Zahid, founder of ERIS. ERIS is engineering research and IT services providing company. We do research on the business requirements and technology, and then we develop solution for digitization and automation of the businesses. Every business needs digitization and automation. Therefore, every business should use enterprise resource planning software. So what is enterprise resource planning software? These are the one-stop centralized solution for all function of a business. There are more than 16 international standard ERP softwares. But these softwares are so expensive that are not affordable by the SMEs, small to medium-sized businesses. And you would be surprised to know that as per World Bank report, 90% of the businesses in the world are SMEs. These SMEs are either using the local systems, which has their own limitation, or they are paying a huge amount of money for the ERP softwares. Now, there is another problem in the current mostly ERP softwares. They are just business management software. They are not intelligent to predict the future for better and fast decision making. So our application is based on the business intelligence. Some of the ERP softwares, they have the business intelligence tool, but they are so expensive than their own solution. So it is impossible for the SME to afford this business intelligence of those ERP softwares. There is another problem with the most of the ERP softwares. They are just general purpose. So it requires more implementation time to customize it for a business need. So what now? We are presenting the next generation ERP software, which is affordable, business intelligence based, it is generic, as well as business specific. And it is enterprise governance ERP software. It is an R&D product. We have published 25 research publications, and more than 30 software developers have developed this system using the license-free technologies. If we compare enterprise governance ERP software with the very known ERP software like Odoo, so Odoo is 5 times more expensive than our solution. Similarly, if we talk about the Microsoft Dynamics 365, it is 12 times more expensive than our solution. SAP is 15 times more expensive than our solution. As I have already mentioned that our product is general purpose, it is also business specific. So we have developed the government management system under the command of KPIT board. And this product is already implemented in the 9 very known government departments. Similarly, we have developed solution for the NGO management system and education management system, service-based companies, mining companies. The point should be noted here in the mining company product that we have already raised 11.5 million rupees from the HEC fund. We have a solution for the construction, real estate, and manufacturing industry. Enterprise governance software has multiple hands. It is an ERP software, but you can call it an MIS system. It has all the feature of the CRM, campus management system, LMS, and GIS. It is not like that we have developed the solution and now we are going to the market. We are already in the market. We have served over 30 clients in 6 countries. We have served the government, very known departments of KP. We have deployed this system in the NGO sector. We have deployed this system in the corporate sector. Our business model for earning the revenue is different. Transition model we have the support and maintenance model. We have software as a service model for local and international clients, and also we have a premium model for the startup. In last 4 years, we have earned $200,000 with a 60% profit. The point should be noted here that at this duration, our product was under development. And also we had a very small team of the business. Now we have a business plan of about $9 million. For this, to achieve this target, we need investment of $400,000 for 10% equity. We have a team of 22 smart people. In the screen, we have the core team. Collectively, our experience is 50 years. We have 2 PhDs in our team. They are the technology expert, and they are the researcher. We have the certified chartered accountant SCCA as an operation manager, and we have the software engineer as a product manager. And me, myself, I'm Zahid. I'm the founder of and CEO of the ERIS, and my education background is I'm the master in computer system engineering, and also I am the master in business administration, and I have 10 years of experience in entrepreneurship, research, product development, business development, and technology expert. To cut lengthy story short, I will tell you the ERIS journey since 2017. We have developed international standard license-free software, and this software is very, it has a very reasonable price and affordable by the SMEs. And the scope of this product is international. You can deploy this application in any business in any country of the world, as we have tested this in the 6 different countries.
Thank you. I'm really sorry, but I will have to cut you off because we are running on limited time. There's about 6 to 7 minutes for each participant. Please thank ERISP for giving their pitch. Thank you so much. Before we move on quickly to our next startup, I just want to check on the audience. How's everybody in the back doing? Apparently not listening at all, guys. Hello, at the back. Is everybody here with me? I can't hear you. That's just one person. That's two people now. Can we have a collective? You guys can hear me. That's slightly better. We'll work on it. All right. Next, before we have Farm to Home. Can we please give them a round of applause? Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Azam Khan and I am the co-founder of Farm to Home. We are disrupting the agricultural value chain of Pakistan. We are doing this by connecting the farmer to the end consumer digitally. We have an online platform, you place an order on the app, and we deliver right to your household under 90 minutes. That in itself is a revolution. The main problem we are catering is the fair price. The fair price is not given to the farmer or to the end consumer. There's an average of 5 intermediaries that come in between the conventional value chain who take up to 70% margins per product. That mounted up to $4 billion last year, and that is one of the targets we are focused on. Till date, Farm to Home has sold over 2 million kilograms of fresh produce. This year alone, we have sold over 300 tons of potatoes. We have sold them 10% less than market rate, and we are coming as a form as a price stabilizer to our end consumer. So when we were catering the main problem, we faced 2 more. One was the perishability of the item, and the second, supply chain, agricultural supply chain in Pakistan is so much inefficient. There's just about 40% food wastage per product. Our part of the solution is to have fulfillment centers. They will be automized and mechanized. We're going to have processing and packaging plants in them. They're going to be energy efficient and temperature controlled so we can increase the shelf life of the produce. So this is what it looks like from the collection points through our tailor-made vans. It goes into our fulfillment centers where it's processed, packed, and either it's sold to our bigger B2B clients such as Al-Fateh, Imtiaz superstores, or to our B2C clients via our temperature-controlled delivery bikes. So Pakistan's agriculture GDP is over $59 billion. Post-harvest losses, ladies and gentlemen, post-harvest losses of fruits and vegetables are over $10 billion because we do not have a concept of a cold chain in Pakistan. If in any developed nation, once a product enters a cold chain, it does not exit it until it is being consumed by the end consumer. No such practices are being followed here in Pakistan. We want to be experts in these 9 products. Total market value is $8.8 billion, and just about $2 billion was last year's post-harvest losses. So we're not doing something which is different. This has already been there, done that. India, Ninja Cart, Big Basket. China, Mishai, Miss Fresh, they have made food procurement programs for their countries, and they are successful. And they have the similar vision as us. We have over 125,000 downloads. This is about 5,000 monthly average users. Cost of acquiring those customers have been 25 cents, and lifetime value is just about $53. This is what our platform looks like. You can see. So we are focused on data-driven decisions. On our back end, we have our sister concern, Khyber Kisan. It has over 5.6 million users. We're integrating their data with ours. This will tell us what to buy, from where to buy it, when to buy it, when to sell and where to sell. This will make Farm to Home into a price maker because we'll be getting the premium quality at the right price, at the right time. Food Panda, Panda Mart is our client. We believe in vertical integration. That is why they have come to us. They want us to make our supply to all of their dark warehouses across Pakistan. And to our end consumer, we want to provide full traceability. So if you order a tomato from far to home, you will know exactly which farm it was harvested from. We have invested just about $2.5 million into farm to home. A majority of that going to our distribution centers, outlets, and HR. In 2021's fiscal year, we have raised just about $330,000 in sales, $220,000 in procurement, and salaries averages of $50,000. So if you look at these numbers, we are at the better end of breaking even. For any business to make money, it has to reach a certain scale. For us to reach that scale, we need concrete back-end infrastructure. Until we do not have that, we're going to have a steady growth. We have detailed revenue plans for the following years. This year alone, we're projecting $900,000 in revenue. By 2025, $161 million we're going to make in revenue. And this year, we're going to start exporting as well. This is why we're here. We're here to ask for $3 million. A majority of that is going to go into our fulfillment centers and the automation and mechanizing within those fulfillment centers. Basically, we know where we want them and how we want them. We need skilled HR, ladies and gentlemen. We need microbiologists, soil scientists, food technologists. This is our team. Khizar Alam Khan is here. He's our co-founder. He's also the founder of Khyber Kisan. Amir Khan is our operations head. Jodat Sheikh is our technology lead. He's also, prior to us, he worked in Microsoft and LMKT. I myself am a graduate from Ottawa University. I graduated 2 years ago and I've been hands-on farm to home since then. That is it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Farm to Home. And after this, we have a representative of Astet. I hope I got the name right. Yeah? Ustec. Thank you. It's Ustec. Sorry, that was my bad. Can we please have a round of applause for our representative from Ustec? Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Salman, and I'm the founder of Ustec. Every year, over 22 million people die because of heart and lung disease related every year. There is published evidence that over 80% of the heart and lung sounds that are heard using a stethoscope are misidentified, resulting in misdiagnosis. So the stethoscope, which is the primary screening and detection tool, is not used effectively. So the conventional stethoscope just listens, the chest sounds, and doctors and nurses, they diagnose based on the sounds. Ustec is presented, which is a smart digital stethoscope. Ustec listens, it amplifies the chest sounds, it records, it shares, and last but not least, it provides artificial intelligence-based disease detection. The Ustec system consists of the standalone device together with a smartphone application where you can visualize the sounds, where you can store them, you can get the diagnosis from the sounds, and you can store those sounds on a secure cloud platform. Ustec is the cheapest among its competitors currently available in the market, including the Americans' Littman, and it provides all the features, including the artificial intelligence-based diagnosis for certain heart and lung diseases. We are focusing on B2B as well as B2C. There are over 300,000 users, target users in terms of in the B2C category, and in the B2B, we are focusing on healthcare facilities, telemedicine service providers, and over 200 medical schools in the country as well as abroad. We are getting great feedback from doctors, nurses, from Pakistan as well as abroad. So the business model basically is sale of the standalone device and subscription models on the software, including the smartphone application, the cloud platform, as well as the artificial intelligence-based reporting on the heart and lung sounds, as well as maintenance and repair and parts resale. In a short span of time, we've gained significant traction, including over 10,000 examinations already being made using the device. We are getting over 80% accuracy on detecting heart and lung abnormalities. We've already received 30 pre-orders. 25 plus devices are in use in the field, in clinics and hospitals. And we have collaborators in Pakistan as well as in Turkey actively engaging with us. We've successfully integrated the USTED system with 2 telemedicine service providers, including Turkish Dr. Hata as well as e-doctor from Karachi. We've also conducted a school screening where we screened over 2,000 school kids, and through the system, we detected 9 previously undetected congenital heart disease kids who were referred to pediatric cardiologists. We've got a great research and development team, including artificial intelligence developers, software engineers, biomedical engineers, electronics engineers, as well as some great medical advisors, including pulmonologists, cardiologists, and general physicians, and some great business advisors through the National Incubation Center at Peshawar. So currently we are on making 120 devices within the next 2 months. We've received 30 pre-orders. We will be generating profit within the next couple of months. And in the next year, after we've gone in terms of to mass manufacturing, we're going to produce 1,000 devices every 6 months, and then 5,000 and 8,000. And we'll be generating a profit of over $1 million in the next 2 years, inshallah. We are seeking $120,000 US dollars that we are going to invest in manufacturing capacity for mass manufacturing of the devices and the systems, and also some IP regulatory approvals, as well as marketing and sales, hiring of marketing and sales team. We've published our research on international platforms, world recognized. Our AI research is published, IEEE, IOP Science, American and British top forums we've published our research in. So that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, USTED. Next, for our fashion and solutions, I'm going to call BizB on stage. Please give them a round of applause.
Hello, can you guys? Okay, perfect. तुम लंडा बेचोगी? This idea will never work. मैं तो कभी किसी की उतरन ना पहनूं. These were comments that I've very commonly heard when I was starting off my journey at BizB, to now having more than 10,000 pre-loved items listed on our website, and having graduated from a fashion tech incubation program based in the fashion capital of the world, Paris, to now on our way to represent Pakistan in Silicon Valley. Hi, I'm Sarah Shraza, and I'm on a mission to make fashion sustainable again. And my last year's journey in BizB has been nothing less than exciting, with us managing to grow our inventory by a massive 1,800%, our sales growing by 310%, and women like you and me who have earned more than $67,000 through our platform just by selling off their pre-loved dresses. And our seller community is increasing month on month at a rate of 47%. And why is this a perfect time to enter the market? The second-hand market has grown into a $62 billion market post-COVID, with a massive shift of consumer behavior towards ethical and sustainable buying, with brands like Gucci and H&M even coming into this space. So the time and opportunity is now, and we are absolutely ready to take it heads on. Excited? But let me take a step back and tell you how the problem was conceived in the first place. Sustainability and ethical consumerism are two of the biggest problems being faced by the fashion industry on a global level. But if you look at the micro level of this problem, statistics show that 50% of an average woman's wardrobe is left absolutely useless, all because of irresponsible consumption of clothing driven by their love of fashion. So, we came up with the simple idea of bridging the gap between fashion lovers, providing them virtual access to each other's wardrobes, by building the pioneering reselling platform in Pakistan to help women earn money, look good, save money, look good, and protect the earth one dress at a time. Now, our main competitive advantage here in Pakistan is that we have a very stringent quality assurance policy, hence a very high retention rate in terms of our customers. And secondly, we have positioned ourselves as a fashion-oriented brand, so that when women buy from us, they feel good about themselves and they feel happy rather than feeling like they bought something cheap. So, our business model is fairly simple. We charge a 20% markup on set price from our sellers once the dress is sold through our website. And our main drivers for scalability are that we are not warehousing any inventory at the moment. Our turnover time once a dress is uploaded is 1 to 2 weeks, and our credit turnover time is also 2 weeks for the seller. Now, talking about our customer acquisition, we are currently incurring a customer acquisition cost of $1.62, but our retention rate is as high as 62%, and our return rate is as low as 5%. And even our retention rate on our website is more than 67%. Now, let me tell you who are we targeting with BizB. We are targeting the 3.5 million women in Pakistan who are between the age of 17 to 32, have an active social standing, and need to constantly revamp their wardrobes. Now, let's get to the point, how you can help us get from where we are to where we want to be. We have unlocked in the time that we've been in the market some growth hacks. The main driver of our business and its success is community building. So we want to focus on building community through partnerships, converting our customers into our brand ambassadors, voicing our message through social media, and most importantly, influencing a shift in how apparel is consumed and pre-loved apparel is conceived through Instagram influencers. And all of this is based on data since the time that we've been in the market, since 63% of our audience has been driven to date through social media. Now, we don't stop here. After BizB becomes synonymous with second-hand buying in Pakistan, our next stop is France and Paris particularly, in which we will be introducing the concept of digitized upcycling, which is the newest growing trend in that part of the world. And all of this we will be doing with in partnership with our acceleration program based out of Paris. Talking about attraction and projections, we are projecting to end this year at a GMV of $125,000. And given our seed money is injected by next year, we are projecting to take this GMV up to $573,000 with 50,000 users on our platform. Talking about our team, we have a very diversified skill set ranging from entrepreneurial experience to working with high-tech products to logistics experience, all the skill sets necessary to take BizB to the heights it deserves. And Kodasan is our tech partner. And last but not the least, introducing our extended family of 4,700 of our sellers, without whom my vision for BizB would never be a reality, and who have helped me dress to impress today for this event as well. Lastly, I would like to mention our growth partners, who I like to call my believers, who have helped us get to this point and have helped us throughout my journey. Lastly, we're looking to raise an investment of $350,000, which will be used over the next 18 months, the major chunk of which will go into marketing, as I already explained. The second chunk will go into strengthening our tech by building a custom-built website, and the third chunk would go into our expansion to Paris. This is BizB, and I would love for all of you to join us to make fashion sustainable again.
Thank you so much, BizB. The next presentation that we have is actually making use of the tech that we're all gathered here today for. This is somebody who's pitching from Canada, so we have a pre-recorded video for them. Please enjoy. I think it's going to come up very soon. Or not.
Hello everybody, and welcome. I wanted to introduce my product to you today, Flyway. Before I start off, I wanted to tell you that this is my story actually. This is me trying to solve a problem that I was facing going to... Hello everybody, and welcome. I wanted to introduce my product to you today, Flyway Hub. Before I start off, I want to tell you that this is my story, actually. This is me trying to solve a problem that I was facing going to this market. And as you can see, I'm a general aviation pilot. I fly a lot with my family. Even the logo of our product was actually influenced by this image of my daughter wearing noise-canceling headphones. So a lot of what I'm going to talk about today was problems that I faced in the industry, and when I solved, I found out that this problem was faced by multiple people, and that's one of the reasons of our success today. So what was that problem that I was facing? Well, it started off when I had to reserve an aircraft for a training flight, and I had to call in this flying school, and we were going back and forth. There was either weather or another instructor or another student had booked that aircraft, and I was trying to figure out a specific aircraft that had autopilot in it, and it was very cumbersome, and I was like, there has to be a better way than this. Then when I went deeper into the market, I figured out that there were other issues as well that went unaddressed so far, and I was surprised, actually. I found out that even they were using old school methods for just flight logs itself. There was pen and paper being used. People had to call in to make reservations. They would take a student on a training flight and then forget to invoice them because there was no automation in place. It was all a manual process. Similarly, record keeping. So Transport Canada and Career College, the Ministry of Career Colleges, they have requirements for how long you need to maintain data on a student. And this can go as long as 7 years. So imagine you're going through every daily flight sheet, trying to figure out the record for that specific student and trying to validate that so that you can present back to the authorities. It was almost insane. Similarly, checking into a flight, going into flight, student records, student medicals, license validation, expiries. There were so many tasks. And then and then on the aircraft side, there was a whole bunch of a slew of things that they had to do as well. Maintaining records for maintenance, when were things overdue, when does the engine oil need to be changed, when does the aircraft wing spar needs to be inspected again. There's a lot of manual, laborious process there. Now, granted, a lot of the flying schools had automation, but there was a lot of fragmented solutions. Like this typical flying school that I still remembered, they were using iCal with Excel to solve a lot of these problems, and again, it wasn't an easy way around it. So lo and behold, we built Flyway Khyber. It was essentially a pilot for my first flying school that I was trying to rent planes from. I gave it to them as a gift, and then wanted to see how it grew from there. And then I found out that, gosh, a lot of people were in need of this. So essentially, what we did is we took all that student data, all that instructor data, all that fleet data they had, and put it into the software, centralized everything, and made their lives a lot easier. Like they wouldn't even go back. Like they were surprised that they were doing paper and pen all this time. So one thing I want to emphasize here is we have a lot of data, and I'm going to speak about that later on what we were doing with that data. So here's a couple of snapshots, the app, the web browser version of it. Now, who am I? So my name is Saeed Sami, and I do have a lot of corporate IT experience. I've been managing teams all around the world, General Motors, NCR, Microsoft, Samsung. I've been working for the security teams. I've worked with Knox for Samsung. I've worked for General Motors. I was heading OnStar. So I have a lot of telematics, AI, data, and global IT management experience there. I'm my right-hand person on this project is Ahmad, who is the product owner who deals with the customers on a day-to-day basis with the development team, and is the lead on this product here. And of course, he is supported by a team of 19 engineers who work day in and day out on this product. So I want to talk a little bit about our journey here. So as I mentioned, Stratford Air Services back in 2018 was our first client. They started off with this. Then we went with Transport Canada. We got approval on a lot of things and a lot of our record keeping methodologies. And since then, it's just boomed. We've got 80% of the Quebec and Ontario market. So we took all our competitors, and a lot of them converted from either their homebrew solutions or our competitors over to us. So as you can see from the graph on the screen, this has been an upward trajectory all along. We've gotten over 4,400 users that we serve on a monthly basis, and they spend 7 minutes on the app on a daily basis. Like, that's huge for us. So it's key. Now, one thing I wanted to mention was, our target market currently is flying schools, partnerships, and all those private charters and pipeline flights. Now, look at this image here that I have on the screen. You'd see, on the right side, you've got Ontario, on the left, you've got Michigan. You'd see how we've captured the market. All those dots are our target market, and everyone that has a logo on it is the one that has converted over to us. And we're just only started here. Now, our revenue model is data-driven, so there is the regular licensing that a flying school pays when they go with us based on the aircraft per month. But there's a lot of other data that we have here that we're harnessing, so we can do merchandising, we can sell training material, sell pilot tools so that they can maintain and their curriculum and training, they can measure their training progress over there. The size of the market is huge. We're estimated that the whole market over here, with the data that we have, the major chunks of it at least, is about a $7 billion market. We currently have access to about 29 million, and we're hoping with the help of a little bit of investment, we'll make that up to about 914 million once we get into the US there. So it's a huge market and a huge opportunity. Naturally, we've got a few competitors, so we've got a few direct competitors and a few indirect competitors. The one that I do want to highlight is Flight Schedule Pro. The rest, everybody's converted from them, even Flight Schedule Pro, over to us when we were doing this market in Ontario. So we're not too worried, but they are competitors that we have, there. But one of the major advantages that we have, or some of them, is we're very agile. We're a lean team. We're able to maneuver really quickly. Our technology, we're newer. Everybody else is a little old. They've got archaic technology. So we're able to maneuver. We're able to stay up to date with the market. Our customers love us for that. Now, our roadmap right now is we are trying for the US launch. Then we're going to go into pilot tools and building an ecosystem there, third-party integrations, and then naturally we'll be going to the advertising and the engagement platform, which is going to be where our bulk of revenue comes from. And that's about it. I hope you'll enjoy this journey. And if you have any questions, our contact is on the screen. Please do contact if you have any questions.
Now let us invite on stage Waternest to give us their pitch. Well, I think we're actually starting with the pitch or video. I'm kind of confused. They're just coming up and they'll sort this out.
हेलो ओके प्रेजेंटेशन स्टार्ट करने से पहले मैं आप लोगों को अपनी वीडियो एक दिखाता हूँ उसमें आप देखें एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम है क्या और हम क्या करना चाहते हैं साउंड
I estimate that at least 30% of the beds are occupied at any hospital at any given time by waterborne disease due to water contamination.
Okay, so 30% beds are occupied due to waterborne diseases. और 80% जो लोग हैं उन्हें पानी तक रसाई हासिल ही नहीं है और 50,000 बंदा मर रहे हैं पाकिस्तान में पानी के लिए. इसका मतलब है कि प्रॉब्लम बहुत बड़ा है. इस प्रॉब्लम की वजह क्या है? सबसे पहले तो हमें ये देखना चाहिए कि ये इतना बड़ा कुछ हो रहा है, डिजास्टर तो हो क्यों रहा है? हो इस वजह से रहा है कि हमारे शहरों के अंदर वाटर ट्रीटमेंट के प्लांट नस्ब नहीं किए गए और इन केस अगर कहीं पे भी आपका ग्राउंड लेवल पे वाटर अच्छा निकल आता है तो ये है आपका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का तरीका. इस तरह से हमारे शहरियों को घरों में पानी डिलीवर हो रहे इस निज़ाम के तहत. जो आप देख सकते हैं तो इसी आइडिया को लेके हम लोग काम करना चाह रहे हैं और हमने सोचा यार इसका सोल्यूशन क्या होना है. जो प्रॉब्लम तो पता लग गया बहुत बड़ा स्पेक्ट्रम है तो कैसे इसे सॉर्ट आउट करें. तो एक तो इसका बहुत सिंपल सा हल है. सिंपल हल ये है कि आप हर शहर के अंदर वाटर ट्रीटमेंट की मैकेनिज्म कायम करें और अपने डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन नेटवर्क को अपग्रेड करें, नया इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर लगाएं और शहरियों को घरों में रहते हुए पानी दें. या जैसा कि पूरी दुनिया में होता आ रहा है, या फिर आप ऐसे करें कि कुछ ऐसा तरीका लेके आए जिससे ये सारे का सारा प्रोसेस खत्म हो जाए और शहरी को घर बैठे हुए साफ पानी भी मिल जाए. सो एग्जैक्टली इसी आइडिया के साथ वाटरनेस मैदान में आया. हम लोगों ने एक अपना प्रोडक्ट डिजाइन किया है जैसे कि आप अपने यहाँ पे सामने देख सकते हैं. ये हमारा वर्किंग प्रोटोटाइप था. ये किसी भी सोर्स ऑफ वाटर के साथ कनेक्ट करके इसके अंदर से तमाम किस्म के कसावतें, इधर केमिकल कंटेमिनेशंस हैं, बायोलॉजिकल हैं, जो भी हैं, ये उसको साफ कर देगा। मोर ओवर इसके अंदर हमने IoT को नस्ब किया। सो IoT के जरिए, IoT इसको मीटर को इनेबल करेगा आपकी स्मार्ट मीटरिंग के लिए, स्मार्ट बिलिंग के लिए। आप अपनी कंजम्पशन को देख सकते हैं और इसके अलावा आप ये देख सकते हैं कि जो पानी आपके ग्लास में आ रहा है, आया वो साफ पानी है या नहीं। ये आपको लाइव हमारी डिवाइस रिपोर्ट जनरेट करके देती है। और हमारा टारगेट ये है कि नेस्ले का पानी जो 50 और 60 रुपए पर लीटर में आप और मैं खरीद रहे हैं, उस सतह का पानी हमारा शहरी घर बैठे हुए महज चंद पैसों के अंदर ले। सो यही हमारा एम है। इसी के लिए हमने ये प्रोडक्ट डिजाइन किया। कंटेमिनेशन की रेक्टिफिकेशन के बारे में हमने बात की, IoT से बात की हमने, और वाटर ट्रीटमेंट को, इन तीनों चीजों को देखा। अब ये काम कैसे करेगा वाटरनेस का बिजनेस बेसिकली काम कैसे कर सकता है। सो हम B2C सेगमेंट के ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं और 4 स्टेप है, बहुत सादा सा काम है। डिवाइस आप दे दें कस्टमर को, ठीक है, और उससे एक सिक्योरिटी अमाउंट ले लें और उस डिवाइस को ऐप के जरिए हमारे बैक एंड पे सर्वर के साथ कनेक्ट कर दें। दैट्स इट। उसके बाद सारे उसमें से साफ पानी लेना शुरू हो जाएगा और हम उसे बिल चार्ज करना शुरू हो जाएंगे। अगर हम मेंटेनेंस की बात करें तो इसकी मेंटेनेंस बहुत ज्यादा इजी है। इनाम आप बता सकते हैं, इन केस अगर आपके कोई कार्ट्रिज डैमेज हो जाती है तो आपने जस्ट इसे खोलना और प्लग इन कर देना और दैट्स इट। और ये हमारा प्लान है कि हम अपने B2B एक पार्टनर के साथ जब भी इसकी चेंजिंग करने की जरूरत होगी तो हम लोगों को, सार्फिन को उनके घरों के अंदर पहुंचा देंगे। उसके बाद कॉस्ट की अगर बात करें तो कॉस्ट हमें जो पर मंथ इस सारे प्रोसेस के साथ आ रही है वो ऑलमोस्ट $2.5 की आ रही है। और हमारे प्लान के मुताबिक हम कस्टमर से $6 अ मंथ चार्ज करना चाहते हैं, जो कि 35 रुपए पाकिस्तानी बनते हैं। और यही हमारी 2 रोटी थ्योरी भी है कि हर शहरी को उसके घर में बैठे हुए 2 रोटी के एवज उस पूरे खानदान को साफ पानी मिले। यही हम करना चाहते हैं। अगर मार्केट साइज की बात करें तो वी आर द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ 220 मिलियन पीपल, और यहाँ पे 2% लोग ऐसे हैं जो कि यूरोपियन स्टैंडर्ड का लाइफस्टाइल गुजार रहे हैं, और उसके अंदर 18% वो लोग हैं जो कि एक डिसेंट परचेजिंग पावर रखते हैं और अपनी हेल्थ के बारे में भी कॉन्शियस होते हैं। अगर इस सारे सेगमेंट को देखा जाए और एक लम्हे के लिए ये अज्यूम कर लिया जाए कि हर घर के अंदर 5 लोग ऐसे होंगे इस सेगमेंट को देख के, तो इसका मतलब है कि हमारे यहाँ 9 मिलियन हाउस होल्ड हैं जो कि अर्ली अडॉप्टर्स होंगे, जो कि अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं और टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ यूज्ड टू होते हैं, किसी चीज को अडॉप्ट कर सकते हैं। सो ये एक बहुत बड़ा नंबर है अगर हम इसे देखें तो। और अगर इसी को हम देखें कि हम इस मार्केट को अगर एड्रेस करते हैं और हम $6 के फिनोमिना के साथ 2 रोटी थ्योरी के साथ जाते हैं, तो इसका मतलब है कि हम इस वक्त $54 मिलियन के पोटेंशियल के ऊपर बैठे हुए हैं। इतना कुछ यहां से जनरेट किया जा सकता है फ्रॉम द 20% ऑफ आवर पॉपुलेशन। और फैक्ट ये है कि इस वक्त जो पाकिस्तान की बॉटल वाटर इंडस्ट्री है वो ऑलमोस्ट $525 मिलियन को टच करने लगी है। हमारा अगले साल के ये टारगेट है कि हम 0.023% मतलब 2000 घरों को लेना चाह रहे हैं ऑन बोर्ड के। 2000 किसी हमारे कैपिटल के अंदर, पिंडी के अंदर 2000 ऐसे घर हों जिन्हें वाटर ने साफ पानी दे सके। इसके लिए हम 100,000 मांग रहे हैं, जिसका 70% हमने प्रोडक्शन के अंदर लगाना और 10% जो है हमारे ऑपरेशन में जाएगा। मार्केटिंग और इन्वेंट्री के ऊपर 10% और कैश डिपॉजिट हम बैक एंड पे 10% रख रहे हैं। अगर हम अपनी टीम की बात करें, माई सेल्फ बिलाल है, नहीं मैंने इसको फाउंड किया था स्टार्टअप को। सो आई एम द मैन बिहाइंड दिस होल थिंग। मेरा 3 साल का ऑटोमेशन इंडस्ट्री के अंदर एक्सपीरियंस है। इससे पहले मैंने एक और स्टार्टअप पे काम किया था जो कि मैंने उसके बाद वो स्टार्टअप को सेल कर दिया था। और नियो टीवी में ब्रॉडकास्ट इंजीनियर के तौर पे मैं काम करता रहा हूँ। मेरे साथ इनाम है, ही इज अ सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर, फ्लटर डेवलपर हैं और 2 साल का इनका एक्सपीरियंस है एप्लीकेशन डेवलपमेंट के अंदर। WHO ये कहता है कि अगर आपने वाटर एंड सैनिटेशन में $1 लगा दिया तो प्रोडक्टिविटी में ये आपको 4 गुना वापस रिटर्न करेगा। सो दिस इज ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड। थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, Waterness. And this brings us to the last pitch of the day today from Teleport. Can I please welcome the representatives of Teleport on stage? Oh, there you go. They're entering in style, ladies and gentlemen. Teleport is coming on something that seems like a prototype. I'm sure they'll come and tell us a little bit more about it.
They say man is but flesh and blood, but I believe it's just not blood and flesh, but it's something more than that. It's the dreams and the passion, the perseverance and the resilience of the man. I dreamed of something that I am happy to introduce to you today. I started this journey 4 years back, and today I'm glad to introduce to you Teleport. Teleport is a Peshawar-based electric vehicle company. It engages in the research, development, design, manufacturing, and after-sales service of fully electric premium motorcycles and lithium-ion batteries. Our mission is to speed up the transition of vehicles from conventional fossil fuel to sustainable and green energy sources. We envision Teleport as Pakistan's most preferred, eco-friendly, and technologically advanced automotive company. So, what are the problems that we are trying to tackle? Number one is the global issues that we are trying to solve. And we have the global climate change, we have the increasing fuel cost, and we have the depleting petroleum reserves. While in Pakistan, we have the lack of new technology, we have the high cost of manufacturing, and we have the which leads to the biggest problem of all, which is there is no good product for the customer who's interested. Now, what is the solution to this problem? The solution to this problem would be a high-end product which has some advanced features, and also later on reducing the cost of manufacturing via R&D and introducing more economic products. So I present to you Teleport's Model T1. This is the minimum viable product. We are in production right now, but I just brought one bike. Meanwhile, it was in production, but I just tried to complete it as soon as I could. So what are our main values? So Model T can go to 103 kilometers an hour in 103 kilometers an hour in just up to 100 kilometers in just one charge. It can go up to a speed of 103 kilometers per hour, which is limited up to 70 kilometers per hour for safety. So we have generated a lot of organic traction. Meanwhile, we were working on Model T. We had our research and development going on for the final product. And in the meantime, we were able to get around 300 pre-orders. We were able to do our research on the customer and also do the research on the competition that we have got in the market. And we made sure that we have the most powerful motor available in any electric motorcycle in Pakistan. We have the longest range, and we have the latest technology that is available right now. So the potential is tremendous for Teleport. Electric vehicles, as you know, is something that the whole world is looking into. And as you also know, the fuel costs have been on the rise these days. So the total addressable market for us is that 69.5% of the total vehicles in Pakistan are motorcycles, out of which we are very precisely targeting just 1% of that market. So there are main 4 revenue streams. Number one is the lithium-ion batteries. We have generated around 2 million rupees in the past 2 years with just lithium-ion batteries. Meanwhile, we were also checking the quality and the performance of our battery. The second one is Model T itself, and third one is the maintenance and the repair service that we'll be providing. So here's the traction that we have generated so far on social media. Aside from that, we were able to get around 300 pre-orders in this past year. We are going to be selling the bike via showroom and also providing online booking. The 4 years that I talked about looks somewhat like this. I started working on this idea in 2017. I researched on the battery and motors in 2018, and we have invested up to $17,500 into the development of Model T and its battery technology. And we are launching this product right now, and we are already in production. We have orders, and we are going to be soon selling those first orders over to celebrities in Pakistan. We won the Social Enterprise Challenge by Scottish Government in 2019. The ask is $275,000, which would be used in setting up the factory, building up the initial inventory, and later on, the way we are trying to get this is just by selling 20 bikes a month, we'll be able to break even in a matter of 1.5 years. We made sure we have the right team in order to provide you the best product. We have engineers, we have people from business background, we have people from the finance background, and I'm thankful to our mentors and people who supported us in this time and helped us get to this point. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Teleport. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed that we're probably going a little bit off schedule. I was initially supposed to tell you guys that there is going to be a bit of a break for some networking, but I think you guys are going to be here with me. But of course, if there are any questions from the tech startups, I will encourage you guys to ask them now. We are expecting the minister to show up shortly, and he will then formally kick off DYS for us as well. Coming back to the people in the back, hello everybody. Hi, that's one person who listened. Where are the rest of the people? Assalamu alaikum. Peshawar, पीछे Assalamu alaikum. ये एक दो दो तीन तीन लोग जो मुझसे बात कर रहे हैं ना, मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा. लोग तो बहुत सारे हैं, आवाज नहीं आ रही. Hello. Hi, I hear some women as well. Can I please hear the women at the back? Oh no, girls, we'll have to try a little bit harder. Hello. Now I can hear one female specifically responding to me. Do you guys want me to take a mic and come in the middle and start harassing you guys like that? I will do it. Hello, Assalamu alaikum, Peshawar. Zabardast, thodi si awaaz aayi. What about back in the left? What's everybody doing in the back at the left? Hello, Assalamu alaikum. आप लोगों को आवाज आ रही है? पीछे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे. एक हाथ नजर आया है, दो हाथ नजर आए हैं, एक तीसरा. Very nice. 4, 5. I'm not going to do this, guys. Once again, Assalamu alaikum, Peshawar. मजा नहीं आ रहा, मैं कराची से आई हूँ. You guys have to pick it up a little bit. Assalamu alaikum, Peshawar. It's getting a little bit better. Can we try once more? Can you guys raise the roof a little bit? Assalamu alaikum, Peshawar. जबरदस्त, थोड़ा सा बेहतर होता जा रहा है. आई थिंक मैं आप लोग को 2-3 दिन तक इस तरह मेहनत कराऊंगी, तो जब तक मैं घर जा रही होंगी आप लोग थोड़ा सा शोर मचा लेंगे, राइट? मुझे थोड़ी सी कराची की याद दिला देंगे. इज दैट हाउ इट्स गोइंग टू वर्क? या? ऑलराइट गाइस, what is everybody up to? Can somebody tell me how was this experience for you? Does anybody have any comments or anything at all? ये मैं सिर्फ आप लोगों को टेस्ट कर रही थी, आप में से कोई मेरी बात नहीं सुन रहा. I think I'm going to randomly start calling upon people and asking them how things are happening. Unfortunately for you guys, I have been given a mic now and I am mobile. So people in the back, can I hear you or should I come to you now? I will come to you. There is no sound in the back at all. क्यों भाई, क्या हो गया पेशावर? हम क्यों सारे जो हैं अभी से सो रहे हैं? अभी तो सिर्फ 2 घंटे हुए हैं, अभी तो 2-2.5 दिन बाकी हैं. What's happening in the back, guys? सब शर्मा रहे हैं. आपको तो बिल्कुल शर्म नहीं आ रही. किन्होंने कहा कि शर्मा रहे हैं? आप ही बता दो, how has the experience been? शक्लें छुपाने का फायदा नहीं है, मैं माइक मुंह में घुसाने शुरू कर दूंगी. प्लीज बताएं भाई.
जी मैम. बेस्ट. मजा आ रहा है. ये बातें सुन के.
बातें सुन के. ठीक है. और किसी को भी बातें सुन के मजा आ रहा है? कोई बातें सुन ही नहीं रहा तो मजा कैसे आएगा? आई थिंक जब से मेरे हाथ में माइक आए लोग जरा ज्यादा घबरा गए. कोई जवाब ही नहीं दे रहा अब तो. मिलना है आपने तो अभी आप जो मिल लीजिएगा थोड़ी देर में, कोई मसला नहीं. अस्सलाम वालेकुम. क्या हाल है भाई? सब शर्मा रहे हैं. किसी को नहीं खड़ा करवाऊंगी. माइक पे तो बात कर सकते हो. सब मास्कों के पीछे छुपे हो, कोई बात नहीं. किसी को नहीं पता चलेगा किसने बात की किसने नहीं की. हाउ यू गाइस लाइकिंग इट? कैसा लग रहा है?
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है.
अच्छा लग रहा है. कौन सी प्रेजेंटेशन, क्या चीज़ अच्छी लगी?
Most probably I love that Bisbee.
Bisbee?
Bisbee.
All right. That was interesting, wasn't it? All about sustainable fashion. That was a very interesting thing for me as well.
Exactly.
Yeah?
That was informative. After all, we are ladies.
After all, we're ladies. All right, जी. Thank you so much. आपका नाम क्या है? बताना चाहते.
Varda Sultan.
Thank you, Varda Sultan. All right, जी. I'm coming to the left now. और लोग जो मुझसे अपनी शक्लें छुपा रहे थे. ये माइक का बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग इफेक्ट होता है. जैसे ही हाथ में आता है मेरे लोग बिल्कुल जवाब देना बंद कर देते हैं. अस्सलाम वालेकुम. कैसी लगी आप लोगों को अभी तक कॉन्फ्रेंस? कोई कुछ कहना चाहेगा?
It was amazing. बहुत अच्छा लगा यहाँ पे. काफ़ी अच्छा लगा यहाँ पे आके, और इस तरह के प्रोग्राम्स हर जगह पे होने चाहिए. और ऐसे नहीं कि वंस अ ईयर, इसको 2-3 टाइम्स रिपीट करनी चाहिए ताकि लोग ज़रा और भी एक्साइटेड हों. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much. Also, guys, if anybody wants to talk to the startups that were just pitching, they're coming and sitting at the back. This is also for the investors. If there are any questions from the startups, they will be at the back, and this is the time to ask them. Thank you. जो pitch अभी हम लोगों को startups ने किया था, अगर उनसे कोई सवाल है या उनसे मिलना है, तो वो लोग रूम के पीछे बैठे हुए हैं, and you guys can go talk to them. All right, ladies sitting here, how have you guys found the conference so far? Ask who? Oh, you were also presenting. I'd like you to pass the mic on to people who haven't spoken yet. क्या? मैं रिले रेस नहीं खिलवा रही है.